The brightness of this day has given me the opportunity to bring you this video. Welcome back to my channel, Winging It with AC. My name is AC. Today's video, it's been a while since I did like an actual sit down video, and today I wanted to talk about my experience with Instagram as a mom, the fact that Instagram made me cry. I'm not even kidding, like I actually cried. So let me start the story. So sometime last year, I think Sarah was about a year and I don't know, 3 months, 4 months. And one night I woke up in the middle of the night and then I was just like, I couldn't sleep, so I was just browsing through Instagram. And then I came across a page that gives meal inspiration for babies and children. Okay, so you know, like how there are a lot of these pages now, and then especially also those who sell porridges for babies and kids and toddlers and everything. So they give all these different recipes and all of these meal ideas. So I was scrolling through. I never heard of this page before, so I was scrolling through the page and then I was like, hey, so Issy, what are you doing? You think that I almost felt as if like there was a negative voice saying AC. So you think that they literally, this is what I thought. You think that the morikoko with the twist that you've been doing, the morikoko with the twist you've been doing for Sairam, you've done something now, or the mashke with all those things you think you've done something now, look at what people are doing for their kids, literally. And then I started crying. Like in that moment, I felt so inadequate. I felt like I'm not doing enough for Sairam, so I was crying. Literally, it was 2 a.m. in the morning. I remember so I started crying, and then I was like, should I be crying? So I remember I texted about 3 different friends at that time, and then I was just telling them what was going on with me. And there were 2 of them who told me that when I mentioned the page, they told me that they had come across that page too, and they also felt the way I felt, so inadequate, like they're not doing much for their kid and everything. So 2 of them told me that they actually unfollowed the page. Okay, they just unfollowed the page. And one of them, another friend, also advised me that listen, some of these pages are business pages. They are selling products. They are selling a product, so they have to come up with meal ideas and inspiration and recipes, so that it's like you are influenced to buy their products, and stuff. And it's not really meant to make you feel like you are inadequate or you're not doing much. It's supposed to inspire you basically, or it's supposed to give you ideas if you are running out of ideas of what to cook for your kid or make for your kid and stuff like that. But it can feel like you are comparing, and then you suddenly start comparing yourself. So a few weeks ago, I remember I did a live and I was talking about the pressures of social media, and this is one of the pressures. So as moms, as parents, social media like has its good sides and its bad sides, the intended consequences and the unintended consequences, and this cuts across every sphere of life. So those who are getting ready to get married, all of this pressure, seeing all of these wedding vendors and all these people with their flashy weddings and everything. So in this space, we are talking about motherhood. Okay, we are talking about parenting and how social media can make you feel like you are not doing enough. But you also have to remember this: comparison is the thief of joy. Okay, so I remember that morning when I woke up, I told my husband what happened and how I felt, and he was like, listen, look at Sarah. Is he not growing? Is he sick? Is he not fine? Is he not eating the food you are giving him? So he really put it in perspective for me that yeah, it's fine to see these pages and maybe try what they're doing or something, but don't feel like you're not doing enough for your kid. Okay, and the same applies to like and before I come to that, so when I was thinking about this, and recently guessing at the beginning of this month-ish, I was beginning to feel that way again. And I remember I don't remember what was making me feel that way, but I remember when I went for the Talkative Mom event, one of the speakers, Salata, I loved her session and how she talked about be present, not perfect. Okay, so it's like people expect you to be a perfect mom, and you yourself, it's like you want to be perfect. You want to be able to cook everything for your kid. You like maybe before motherhood, like you are judging people who be buying pizza and store-bought food for their kids and everything. But what matters is that you are feeding your kid, you are providing the ambience and the love and the conditions for optimal growth for your kid. So if what you can do, and then I remember how she just openly shared that she's that mother who forgets when the date for reopening of school, is it a PTA meeting, she has even forgotten, like, but it can be easy for the world to make you feel like you're a bad mother. But what matters is for you to be present and not perfect. Okay, so back to social media. What I was going to say was that, and it's not only like these food vendors and food pages and things like that, it's also like the motherhood bloggers and vloggers like myself. Okay, so I sometimes you may be tempted to look at some of them like, hey, can I also do this? Or it's like, remember, don't compare your journey to somebody else's journey. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. Okay, stay in your lane and do what you can do. So if you are cooking, and sometimes you see all of these new inspiration, you're like, you're at your wit's end because you try some of these things and your baby doesn't want it. Find out what does your baby like. If it is a morikoko that your baby likes and all that, that's all your baby likes. Give it to the baby and add other things to try and fortify it. Don't beat yourself up, but it's very easy to try and beat yourself up about it. So recently Seram started school, and the first week of school, I just gave him his snack was that Nutri Snacks biscuit and then a drink or juice. That was, and then I think at the end of that week, so he had gone for 3 days, and I was like, but I'm following Kids Kitchen GH, and she always posts these nice snacks and lunches that she prepares for her kids for school. So let me draw inspiration from that and be making some for Sarah. So there are days where if you're not following my Instagram, you wouldn't know this, but I post I'll take a picture of what I prepared for him for the day, his snack for school, and I post it on my Instagram stories. And what I wanted to say was that I hope that nobody feels pressured by that, because I was like, I also want to give my son bougie snacks, and to be honest, I actually enjoy preparing it in the mornings. Okay, and I'm like, oh, so we're gonna do plan, and then the day before I'll be thinking about it, or I'll write it down, so it's like I enjoy doing it, but somebody may look at it and be like, hey, you are doing well, and feel like, but me, all I'm doing is I'll just put biscuits and drink and maybe a fruit inside my baby's bag, and that's what AC is doing. No, don't do that. Don't do that. If that's what you can do it. Okay, nobody has given you a set guideline that this is what you should do, this is what you should do. No, don't pressure yourself. Let me give you an example. This morning I woke up and I was like, I don't feel like doing anything in the kitchen. So since Sarah started school, my morning routine has slightly changed. I get out of bed earlier than I used to because I have to prepare his snacks and then prepare his breakfast. So when I mix, I do all together, so it takes me about 30 minutes ish to get all of that arranged and done, depending on what I'm preparing for him for his snacks. This morning I got out of bed and I was like, I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like doing any cooking. Like, I don't feel like preparing anything. But this boy has to get snacks for school. So I had planned that I was going to add fried egg to his snack. I was like, I don't feel like lighting this gas stove. So something, I'm not going to do it. Even though frying an egg may be so simple, today I was like, I can't. I just cannot. I cannot. So there was plantain chips there. I put plantain chips in his container. I took a picture of it, so I'll insert it here. Plantain chips, achomo. There was a fruit in the fridge, plum. I bought it earlier this week, so I just removed the skin, cut it up, put it inside. And then some sandwiches I made for him, I think either on Monday or Tuesday. I divided it into half, so the other half was still in the fridge. I just took it, put it in the lunchbox. I covered it, added his juice. That was it. And then I was like, for breakfast you are eating Cerelac. And Daddy was like, yes, just need to make Cerelac. Richard made the Cerelac and he fed him. Like, I was like, I cannot, So there are days where you have the energy to do the keche for your baby, and there are days where, and it's okay, I'm here to tell you it is okay. So when you follow, and if you come to a point where you feel so pressured that you're not doing enough for your kid, if you have to unfollow a page for your mental peace of mind, for your mental health, for your mental state. If you have to unfollow a page, unfollow it without remorse. Sometimes you can go back when you feel like you're in a better place. You can go back and follow the page again, but don't stress yourself. Do what you can and then just be present for your little humans. That is what matters. All right, now if you've watched up to this point, I am so grateful for your support. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Now for those of you who don't know, there is a bell icon beside the subscribe button. Click on that and click on all, so that you receive a notification when I upload a video. Okay, because a few weeks ago, a friend, no, it wasn't a few weeks ago, some months ago, a friend approached me. She was like, oh yeah, you haven't posted a video in a long time. I'm like, what do you mean? I post twice a week and I've been doing that. So what do you mean you haven't been uploading? So if you don't click on the notification, you will not get the notification, and then you will miss the upload and you think that I'm not uploading unless you actually come to my page. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.